Hello and welcome to Apt4U. In this particular video, we'll be discussing the problem tapping rainwater. We had already discussed this problem in detail in the previous video, and the time complexity that particular problem was taking was order of n, and considering the space complexity, it was also order of n. Why order of n? Because if you remember, given an array, what was happening basically is given an array 300204, right? We were basically trying to find out the maximum height of the towers in the left at any instant, 3 3 3 3 3 and 4. Similarly, we were trying to find out the maximum height tower in the right at any instant, 4 4 4 4 4 and 4, so on. Now we found out the left max, we found out the right max, and then we used to basically find out the minimum of this pair and subtract it from this. So 3 4 minimum is 3 minus 3 is 0, plus minimum 3 minus 0 3, plus minimum 3 minus 0 3, plus minimum 3 minus 2 1, plus minimum 3 minus 0 3, plus minimum 4 minus 4 0. So we got the answer to be 10, right? Now if you pay attention, basically the space complexity here was order of n, because we are spending space in maintaining the left max and the right max at any instant. Now in this particular video, we will try to optimize this particular problem, wherein we will try to shift from order n space, we will try to convert it into order 1 space. Is that possible? Yes, definitely it is possible. How? Now you see here at any instant, I am now beforehand only I am just calculating what will be the maximum height in the left and maximum height in the right. Now in this new approach, what we will do is we will not calculate these things beforehand. Rather, throughout the way with the flow, we will calculate the maximum height in the left or in the right. Now how will that work? So basically, if you pay attention, what we are going to do is, suppose let me design the problem. I will be taking an example of suppose 4, I have 0 2 6 5 and 3, suppose. Fine. So if we want to find out how much water will basically be stored here, okay, trapped here, so what am I going to do is, basically I will be using two pointers, pointer I pointing to extreme left tower, pointer j pointing to extreme right tower. So accordingly, I'll be declaring two things, integer I comma j. I'll be declaring, and I will basically point to extreme left means 0, and j will point to extreme right means n minus 1. Now what will happen? I'll keep track of the left max, right? Initially let it be 0, comma, I'll keep track of the height of the tower in the right, maximum height, right max, initially it is 0. What? Now I'll basically do the looping as long as I is less than j, okay, as long as I is less than j, because I will basically move from left to right, okay, this pointer will move from left to right and this pointer will move from right to left, okay. So I'll do the loop as long as this is true, that is I is less than j. The moment they become equal or they cross each other, I will stop. Now you see, let us visualize this particular problem more clearly. So let me just zoom the screen and draw the towers. So basically, if I draw the tower, basically let me write here 4 0 2 6 5 3, right? This is the array of heights given. My I is here, j is here, done. And let me just rub this and draw these towers. So height 4, suppose height 4, 1 2 3 and 4, done. Height 0 followed by height 2. So height 2 means, let it bring here height 2. Height 6, so let us bring it here, height 6. So this is height 0, this is height 2, this is height 6. We then have height 5, so height 5 in the sense here, right? So height 5. Again we have height 3, so here. Done. So we basically have to find out how much water can be trapped in between the space, right? So given this condition, what we are doing, we are keeping a pointer I here, j here. Now what we will do, we will basically find out, right? We will basically find out what if array of I is basically less than array of j, right? So before discussing this, if you remember, at any instant of time, what we used to do in the earlier approach, at any instant of time, basically for any specific tower, what we used to do, we used to keep track of the maximum height in the left and the maximum height in the right, and then we used to take the minimum of the two values. Getting the point? We used to keep track of the maximum height in the left and the maximum height in the right, and we used to pick up the minimum of those values and subtract these two with 2 to get the amount of water that can be stored above this tower, right? So basically what is happening, I will be comparing if area of I is less than area of j. So basically here area of I is 4, area of j is 3. This is a longer tower. So basically it indicates that I should basically focus on the smaller tower. Okay, so this indicates that you focus on the smaller tower. Why? Because for a smaller tower it becomes easier, because right now what we can do is, you see, if area of I is less than area of j, then we will perform some set of operations. We will let you know afterwards. If it is not, that is right in this particular case, if area of I is not less than area of j, then focus on the smaller tower, that is area of j, right? Because right now area of I is not less than area of j, because area of I is 4, area of j is 3. This is smaller. So if this is smaller, then you should do this, but since this is bigger than this, means the smaller is present this side. So for that I will be writing the else block. What we will do here, right max will be basically equal to maximum of right max comma area of j, where j is pointing. Fine. And we will do total plus equal to right max minus area of j. That's it. What happens here, as I said you, we were comparing these two towers, we will focus on the smaller tower. So for smaller tower is this. Now we will find out what is the right max so far. Right max so far is 0. So we are comparing 0 with area of j. Area of j is nothing but 3. What is the maximum value observed? 3. Which means that the amount of water that will be present here will basically be depending upon this level. It will not exceed this height. Getting the point? It will not exceed this height. And what is the amount of water stored here? So maximum height in the right minus area of j. So 3 minus 3 is equal to 0, which means here only 0 amount of water will be stored, because you see right side you don't have anything. 3 minus 3 is equal to 0, right? You cannot store the water here because you don't have anything to support it. It will just flow down, right? So basically there will be no water above this. Now j minus minus, so we have to do j minus minus. So j minus minus, done. So basically now j points to this space. Now again I less than j is true. Okay, area of I is basically 4 and area of j is 5. Area of j is 5. So basically 4 less than 5. As I said, focus on the smaller tower. Smaller tower will be done as compared to this is 4. So basically what happens is, now it becomes easy to decide how much water will be present here. That can be done by finding out the left max. So what will I do is, I will say left max equal to, again same, left max equal to the maximum of left max comma ARRI. What's the point? Left max comma ARRI, where I is pointing to, and then we will just set total plus equal to left max minus area of I, that we used to generally, isn't it? And then do I plus plus. So see how it is working. So right now we saw basically at this particular instant I less than j is true. The value of left max is initially 0, and 0 comma 4 maximum will be 0 comma 4 maximum will be 4, right? So total plus equal to left max minus area of I. So 4 minus area of I is nothing but 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So how much water will be stored here in this space? 0. Now increment I to this position. Now this position I is 0, j is 5, right? I is still less than j, which means that it becomes easy to find out the water level in this particular area. So what will be the water level in this particular area? Water level in this particular area will depend upon the left max. So we are computing the left max. Left max equal to maximum of left max comma area of I. So far left max was 4. So 4 comma 0, what is the maximum value? 4. Got the point? So the water level maximum can be present here is 4 minus 0, which is equal to nothing but 4. I plus plus, I comes here. I again is 2 and j is still 5. So I is still less than j, which means that the maximum height, maximum amount that water can be stored here is basically, we can be decided by with the help of left max. Left max is how much here? Left max so far is 4 only, right? So 4 minus 2 is how much? 2. So these 2 units will be filled. So you get 2 units. Now I comes here. This now is not less than j because this is greater than j. This height is 6, this height is 5. So basically, can you compute how much water will be stored in this space? So we'll update write max. Write max will be equal to how much? Maximum of write max. So write max so far was how much? So far write max was basically 3, isn't it? 3, and array of j is how much? 5. So maximum value is 5. Now we will find out 5 minus array of j. Array of j is how much? 5. 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. You cannot store any water here because you see this will spill because there is no support in right. 0. And then you will do j minus minus and j comes here. Finished. You see you cannot store any water in these spaces, but you can store some water here. How much water can be stored here? Basically 4 plus 2, which is equal to 6 units. What the point? So this is how basically we are trying to calculate the minimum we are trying to calculate the maximum amount of water that can be trapped, okay, using 2 pointers approaches. I hope you understand the working of this. To get the more intuition, you can again just perform a dry run, and yes, this problem will work fine, no doubt with that. Let us just compile it and check. So compiling this particular problem, this was a 2-pointer technique considering the time complexity. Time complexity is order of n and space complexity is order 1. So yes, total I have not declared here. You can declare total, integer total equal to 0. So the time complexity of this particular problem is again order of n, right? Time complexity is order of n, space complexity is order of 1, right? Because we are using 2-pointer technique. Let me just see. I think there is some mistake. Let me just check what is the mistake. Alright, max left array of I fine, total plus equal to left max minus array of I is fine, I plus plus is fine. Else we are doing right max equal to max, right max, comma array of j, true. Total plus equal to right max minus array of j is also fine, j minus minus. Okay, fine. We have to return it, isn't it? We are not returning, you see. We should return it. Return what? At the end, finally return the total value. Right? That's it. So yes, the space complexity is order of 1 because we are using 2 pointers approach. So I hope this particular video was helpful. In case of any doubt, please feel free to put your doubt in the comment section and just like, share and subscribe. So that's it. The code has been successfully executed. Let us check. Yeah, fine. So yeah, that's all from this particular video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.